Have you ever met the male equivalent of a Karen? Back when I was working in Denny's, an old man came in and sat down all by himself. And when I made the mistake of asking if he was waiting on anyone, he responded with, "None of your effing business. Now bring me the damn coffee and shut the F up." He then proceeded to take out a newspaper article from 2010 and bury himself into it. Well, I managed to successfully calm myself down by remembering that smacking a customer is highly illegal. But then the next day he returned with the same newspaper and the same geriatric grumpiness. That time I didn't even say anything and just poured him his cup. But instead of thanking me or simply staying quiet, he said, "Heaven help whoever's dumb enough to marry your ugly A one day." Honestly, if it wasn't for the fact that he was an old man sitting alone in a booth, I would have dumped the coffee all over him and smiled as he burned. And after 7 straight days of informing me that I'm going to die alone and that my prime years were over, so I may as well just self-unalive, I had enough. I told him to humble himself because he was the one sitting by himself at a table every day with only 5 lonely years left to live. But I regretted the words as soon as they left my mouth, and my face contorted while I braced myself for his reaction. Except, he didn't respond with anger or hatred. Instead, his expression softened before whispering, "Emily." I completely froze up, and goosebumps formed on my arms, because my name wasn't Emily. But my efforts to avoid him were useless, because every day he would come in and request for me to serve him. And even though I had no idea who Emily was, one thing was for sure, pretending I was Emily made him happy as hell. To me, it was like a skit. He would talk about how much fun we had in the motels together, or how he missed seeing the childish dresses I used to wear. And I'd go along with it, as if we really did live a life together. And soon it became the highlight of my job, until I got caught. Because one day my manager passed by and told me to meet him in the staff room. What he said was so shocking my eyes almost popped out of my head. Apparently Emily wasn't just some random girl. It was his daughter that died a few years ago. Turns out the old man has dementia and hasn't processed the fact she's really gone. He told me I had to remind him she was dead and stop playing into his delusions. Well, I tried. I really did. But as soon as I said the words, "I'm not Emily," I genuinely thought he was going to have a heart attack or something. So I kept it going until I got fired. And then I changed diners, and the old man changed with me.